Welcome to Climate Change News. This is Isha Vargit. Today's news are: contrary to last summer's deadly hurricane, this summer wildfire following a dry spell and high temperature, having burned millions of acres of a forest, taking over 100 people's lives across Greece, United States and Sweden. Major greenhouse gases including carbon dioxide and methane have been consequently emitted to the atmosphere, feeding into the vicious cycle of global warming. With crops such as ylang, vanilla and cloves, fragrant plants which have led many to name the small islands nation, the perfume islands are what some 200,000 Comorians rely on to make a living. Changes to the climate and upending traditional agriculture practice and threatening the Icelanders' livelihoods. A UN Development Programme initiative aimed at adopting the climate change is supporting these farmers living on the Indian Ocean Comoros archipelago. The initiative is aimed at ensuring that as one of the Africa's poorest nations, the farmers can continue to prosper. Today, Haiti produces only 45% of the food that Haiti needs, spreading sustainable agriculture practices and technologies and extending its reach to 8 additional municipalities in Haiti South departments. 11 million in funding will be distributed through the agriculture and agroforestry technology innovations, aiming to help small farms with the combination of fruit trees and vegetable crops has been to achieve larger harvests and feed more people all in the environmentally sustainable manner. The project focuses primarily on women, youth and other vulnerable groups, targeting 65,000 small farming households. In Rio de Janeiro, under the theme Soil Science Beyond Food and Fuel, more than 2,000 scientists gathered for a week, grappling with the resilient agriculture practices to address environmental and climate changes and conflicting threats to food security and sovereignty. The Food and Agriculture Organization has identified 10 major threats to soil functions, including soil erosion, nutrition imbalance, acidification, and contamination in the status of the World Soil Resources Report. Internationally famous wildlife photographer and environmental activist Paul Nicklen wants people to remember how important the coolest ecosystems are in the world. Most of the Nickel's photographs have been taken on assignment for National Geographic magazine, and his profound understanding of polar environment has led him to produce some of the most extraordinary wildlife photography ever seen. In 2014, Nickel and his partner fellow photographer Christina Mittermeier founded Sea Legacy, an organization devoted to raising awareness about marine conservation with his art. Nickel believes that change can begin with one photograph of one individual creature. 1% of the 1950 mountain hare population remain in the moorlands of Scotland. Since 1999, their population decreased by 30% per year due to recreational hunting. Mountain has declined as a part caused by change of land, using shifting towards coniferous landscape, thus loss of habitat. Also, stricter law concerning grouse hunting and lack of legislation on hare hunting makes hunters to prefer them to grouse. To avoid unwanted contact with humans that may lead to poaching, scientists have to use innovative ideas have developed a synthetic bee pheromone repellent based on the elephant's behavior towards bee colonies, thus ensuring their production. African bush elephants respond positively to the semi-chemical blend, avoiding areas where it is dominant. Pollution rises, antidepressant prescription increases, and waste treatment plants are unable to remove antidepressant from water, which end up in river and build up in food chain. Scientists observe that fluoxetine, a substance found in Prozac, inhibits animals from the mating as they are found non-attractive, with a negative effect on a growth and swimming pattern. which inhibited their flight from predator, causing a population decline. Of the Surrey region increase the risk of oil well fragmenting and contamination of groundwater reserves with oil or gas. A total of 12 earthquakes have been recorded since March. Scientists alarm that oil drilling, extraction and reinjection can lead to even more earthquakes. It is estimated that a total 100 billion barrels of oil lie underground onshore Great Britain. Through their exploration puts at stake the beautiful landscape. Authorities intercepted 1,000 tons of boxes, tins and engine oil illegally labeled as recycled plastic by their British consignor. Authorities are in the process of sending the shipment back to the UK, which heavily relies on the exporting its waste as they lack sufficient recycling infrastructure. UK relies on Malaysia and Vietnam for plastic export, further burdening both countries, which rank in the top of 10 of plastic disposal in the ocean. With China ban imported waste and change in the Basel Convention, making plastic requiring special consideration, matter will get worse for the UK. Thanks for watching us. This is Isha Bargate. We will see you next time and same channel.